We're taking live now to Victoria, where Premier Daniel Andrews is giving an update on the fires. Let's take a look.
Updated missing persons numbers came forward. I would keep you updated. I'm very sad to have to report that there are at least 17 people that at this stage we cannot account for. Their whereabouts is unknown to us, plus there is one person confirmed as deceased. And whilst Victoria Police have not been through the official identification processes, I think it's pretty clear that the Roberts family have identified Mr Roberts, and we send our condolences, our deepest condolences to their family and the Buchan community, to whom he was so well known and very highly regarded. So that's at least 17 people whose whereabouts cannot be accounted for, plus one confirmed deceased. As we get further information, we'll update you. I don't propose to go through the 17 different locations. I don't think that serves any purpose. They are from East Gippsland, from a number of smaller communities across East Gippsland. That number may grow, or indeed people may report to authorities, or we can get to them either via mobile phone coverage or getting people into those communities. It may be that some of those people are safe, but we do hold very significant fears for the welfare of anybody who is missing at this time. Now, I just want to go through a couple of the other logistical things that we've been doing. A power of work has been going on across agencies, across governments. If I can take you to Can River first, where I know there's been a real sense of concern, many people isolated there. We are now using an old road that has been cleared. We are getting people out of Can River by car. Not everybody wants to go, but anyone who wants to go, we are steadily moving them out and providing support and assistance, relief, all the basics, as well as a satellite phone into that community for those who seek to stay. On satellite phones, just to give you an example of how challenging it is to get into some of these very remote communities, we have 9 satellite phones that have been dropped into isolated communities. There are 15 others that we are providing those phones to, and that'll be done steadily throughout today and as soon as we possibly can. That just gives you a sense of the scale of this, despite all the work that's going on. Smoke and these conditions today have made it very difficult for us to get to so many different people from the air. We ourselves were going to travel to Mallacoota, but we'd be clogging up airspace if we could get in, and we can't get in at the moment because of the smoke, and that's presenting a real challenge for all of us. If I can then just go to Mallacoota and give you a sense of what we planned there. There will be public meetings in Mallacoota at 1, 3, 5 and 7 o'clock today. At each of those meetings, people will be encouraged to register through a formal process, a well-established process that the ADF have used in many different parts of the world, assisting with evacuating large numbers of people. Those who want to leave will be able to register, and the plan is to have up to 800 people leave using that Navy vessel from 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. I can't provide further details about where those people will go. It will be a lengthy trip, and we will work through that orderly process today. Some people will want to go, some people will be happy to stay. The key point here is it's got to be done with absolute precision, with an eye to safety, making sure that we do this properly, and I have full confidence in the arrangements and the partnership principally between Victoria Police and the ADF, coordinating in Mallacoota on the ground the evacuation, the orderly and safe evacuation of, in the first instance, up to 800 people, and then multiple trips thereafter. Air becomes an option too to evacuate further people, but not while this very, very dense smoke makes it unsafe, fundamentally unsafe for us to get in there by air. There are many other issues I could provide you with updates on, but perhaps let me end before I throw to Chris. We've just come back from the Clifton Creek School, and we will rebuild that school, but it does give you a really vivid sense of just how horrific, how ferocious, how fast-moving, how intensely hot this fire was. That school, much loved by the local community, really is a testament to just how ferocious this fire was and just how lucky we've been to this point, but not just luck, a lot of good management, a lot of planning, a lot of dedication and skill, and I take this opportunity to again thank all of those who were there on the fire ground in the midst of that, and everybody who's working so very hard right now as we head towards a couple of days of very difficult weather on Friday and Saturday. There are 50 going fires across the state still. We've got a long way to go. We've got a very challenging weather pattern coming our way. I thank everybody who's there doing an amazing job. These are very challenging circumstances, unique in many ways. To have this many people isolated, cut off, is not something we would normally experience. And I think that all governments, all agencies, local members of parliament, I was just with Tim Bull only a little while ago. There's no politics in this. This is all about trying to help everybody as best we can, but it is complex and it is challenging. And I thank people for their patience and for them understanding that nothing about providing the assistance and support that so many people need is easy. It's very challenging. It's why we've been down here these last couple of days hearing firsthand what extra material, what extra support, what extra is needed. I've just missed a phone call from the Prime Minister. I'll speak with him again and when we finish up with you here through this press conference. Things are working as well as they could be expected to, but we do have very real concerns about Friday and Saturday. And to that end, I know Lisa and Chris will also make this point, but I just again say, if you're issued with an instruction, please follow the advice that's provided to you and please be quick about it. If a police officer or a member of our emergency services provides you with an instruction, whether it's traffic management or through EMV, the warnings about where it's safe to be and where it is not safe to be, please heed that advice. That is why so many people, albeit they're in difficult circumstances, but they were kept safe during these fires only a few days ago, principally because people really worked together and heeded those warnings. And that's something that's going to be very important for the next couple of days. Now,